Welcome friends, welcome back to the kitchen, welcome back to Cocktails After Dark. Today we're going to do two cocktails out of the 1939 Floridita cocktail book. This is from a bar in Havana, Cuba called the Floridita, and they billed themselves as home of the daiquiri. And indeed there are five daiquiri recipes in this cocktail book, and there's a sixth because there's another one called the Ernest Hemingway Special. Which is a daiquiri, and apparently it was Ernest Hemingway's favorite daiquiri. So we're going to go through them in order. Today we're going to do daiquiris 1 and daiquiris 2. And daiquiri number 1 is really sort of the basic classic daiquiri that people think of. It is 2 ounces of white rum, and it specifically asks for Bacardi rum, which at that point was made in Cuba. So 2 ounces of Bacardi white. And then there's very little lime, ½ ounce of lime juice, and a teaspoon of sugar. Now I am using lime juice for both of these cocktails. In all of the Spanish language cocktail books that I use, there's always a discrepancy between the Spanish and the English, whether it's a lemon or a lime. This one specifically says limón verde in Spanish, which I take to be a lime, even though on the English side it says lemon. And I find it very interesting that in the comment section under all of the videos that I do like this, people argue over whether it's a lemon or a lime. And apparently, and you can argue about this again down in the comment section, across Spanish-speaking nations in the New World and the Old World, there doesn't seem to be any consensus on what a lemon or a lime is called. Everybody seems to call it something different, or at least in the comment sections under my videos they do. Daiquiri number 2 is a little more complex. It starts out with Bacardi Oro. And I don't have any Bacardi Oro, but I have Havana Club, which is an aged rum, which should do the job nicely. And again, I'm sticking 2 Cuban rums for the Cuban daiquiri. So same amount, 2 ounces of rum. This gets the same amount of sugar, so I'm going to put that in now. It gets a teaspoon of orange juice, which is a very little bit. It gets dashes of curacao, so I'm going to take that to be some dashes of curacao, and then ½ ounce of lime juice. And then both of these get an ice and a shake. Daiquiri number 1. Double strain. And daiquiri number 2. And there you go, daiquiri number 1 and daiquiri number 2 from the 1939 Floridita cocktail book.
Hey friends, hey Glenn.
So, the origins of the daiquiri, since this is the first daiquiri we've ever done, pretty muddy, lots of stories, as you would expect, tons of stories. All of them seem to happen in Cuba. But, if you go back to the 1795 Royal Navy recipe for the daily ration of grog that they gave to the sailors.
Is this basically what it is?
It's white rum, water, and you're getting water here from the dilution from the ice when you're shaking it, lime juice, and sugar.
There you go.
So that is daiquiri number 1.
So I think daiquiri, though, is a much better name than Daily Grog.
Daily grog. Yeah.
So, just saying, as a marketing piece, much better choice of a name.
I don't know. You'd get a lot of hipsters today who would be right down with the Daily
With
grog.
the Daily Grog?
Daily grog. You see them lining up at Soho House to get the Daily grog. Anyway, so daiquiri number 1. Daiquiri number 2 has orange.
Okay.
And when you get deeper into the book, they add grapefruit juice to some of them.
All right, so that'll just...
I'm going to start it with number 1.
I guess I'll start with number 2.
Yeah. I mean, it's a white rum drink.
Yep.
Okay. Your thoughts? Julie doesn't like rum.
No, I'm not a big. No, and so I think I would prefer this one
Okay.
to this one. But I have no real logic to that. Like I feel like this one is crisper in flavor.
It is brighter and crisper, but I would choose this one because I kind of like the complexity. I like what the orange curacao is bringing to it, and the orange juice. This is certainly a very bright, crisp drink.
Yes. And I'm not a big orange fan, so that might be why
That
I
might
like
be-
that. So the
might be-
combination
yeah.
of it being crisp and no orange is probably why I like it better. But I don't know that I would have either of them. I've
No.
had I mean, at this point, I've tasted a lot of different drinks,
Yeah.
and this would, you know,
Probably way down the list for me too. Of the drinks we've done in this series, it is pretty basic.
it's your daily grog.
It is the daily grog. So maybe when we get farther into the other daiquiri recipes.
3 and 4?
3 and 4.
5 and 6.
And then 5 and 6. And we'll see. Recipes 3 and 4, they start adding things like maraschino
Okay.
and some other. And
so I
some
like
other,
that. So
yeah,
that'll probably improve the whole
bring some other
experience
flavors
for me.
into it. Okay, so come on back for daiquiris 3 and 4.
Ooh, there's one
although
that's pink.
there is one that's got
Ooh.
it's got grapefruit and stuff in it.
Okay.
Yeah. So come on back for those. It might be a little while before we get to them. But do let us know down in the comments section, what is your definition of daiquiri and how do you normally drink it? Thanks for stopping by. See you again soon.